So in my book, Numbers in the Making of Us, I make the case that numbers are a key human invention that have completely reshaped human history. They've enabled everything from agriculture to writing systems. And more fundamentally than that, they've radically reshaped how people think about quantities around them. So one of the key points of the book is that quantities are not the same as numbers. Numbers are words and other symbols that represent quantities. And despite what most of us think, being very familiar with numbers from an early age, numbers don't really come to people that easily. So in other words, it's not very easy for people to acquire numbers in their cultures, and there are cultures today that exist that don't have numbers. And so a big segment of the book looks at people today that don't have numbers, and this includes people in Nicaragua that don't have numbers, people in Amazonia that don't have numbers, some of whom I've done research with. And it also looks at children that don't have numbers and sees and shows the reader what the world is like for people that don't have numbers. And what we see is that the world is very different in terms of how they make sense of the quantities around them. So one example is some of the experimental work that we've done shows that people have a hard time just distinguishing 6 things from 7 things, for instance, or 5 things from 6 things if they don't have number words in their culture. And again, there are a number of cultures that do not have number words at all, or at least don't have number words beyond the number for 2 or even the number for 1. And so the book is anthropological in that sense, looking at numbers and languages that vary a lot around the world's cultures, but it also looks at archaeology, and it looks at psychology, and it looks at other disciplines, including neuropsychology, and comes up with a cohesive set of claims, I hope, that suggest the ways in which numbers have radically transformed the human experience. And it looks at cultures around the world today and cultures that have previously existed, and looks at the very different ways that numbers come to reshape the human experience and really have a profound impact on how we see the world around us.